actually like camping, but not campy killers.
Watch, they just unhooked He-Man. She's gonna be right there.
Yep.
Is she coming back?
Oh no, she's coming here. She's coming here.
What is going on, you guys? Novos here. Today I'm gonna be talking to you guys about my very first steps into Dead by Daylight and my impressions of the game and also just as a community as a whole. So right off the get-go, I really want to say that this is a super fun game. It's very interesting. The killers are somewhat diverse in their powers, and it's really interesting to see all these different killers going out. I myself am a nurse main, so I do like blinking across the map. It is a really good fun, as you can see here in the clips here. But I also wanted to talk to you guys about my impressions in the community, and well and truly my first impressions into the community is that it's interesting, if I have to say so. I find Dead by Daylight not a competitive game. A lot of people would agree that it's not a competitive game in terms of games such as CSGO, Valorant, Overwatch, League of Legends or Dota, but it is definitely a fun casual game. But well and truly in this game, I find that it is really toxic. More toxic than I would say than some of the games in Overwatch, and this does not stay true to just the game itself. This is also talking about the communities on Twitch as well. And I feel like there is a massive disconnect between the killers and the survivor mains that are in both categories. You have survivor mains that talk about why it is not fair that the killers are tunneling them or camping them, in quotations. But also you have killer mains as well who complain about things like DS, Dead Hard, Life, borrowed time, etc. But a lot of people really, I feel, need to understand both sides, and that is exactly what we're going to be trying to do today in this video. Today we're going to be talking about both sides, and we're also going to be taking a more critical look at both sides.
But unfortunately I stream when she streams, but yeah. I tried to read. Yeah, I would have left you on the hook too, Anonymous, honestly. I don't like, I hate when people do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay guys, listen. I feel bad that you guys put all those points for the points, because I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. She is working us out.
So here we hooked a Zarina who had a really good chase with us, and now we get a barbecue and chili proc, and we decide to go and bother the players that are in that proc, the ones that are healing. That is 75% of the team tied down, 1 on the hook and 2 healing. So I decided to go and bother the player who did the healing, which was not sadly the Meg, it was the Elodie. And as soon as I hit the Elodie and realized it was the Elodie, I realized that this player was on death hook, so I decided to go back to the hook because it is a free hit, which I feel is very fair. It is on this Nia, and the Nia has not been hooked at all yet. And this is where the problem is I get called a tunneler or a camper for this, but this player has not been hooked, and I feel that this is somewhat fair because I actually gave chase up on the Elodie. And we get the hook here, and we actually get a proc for the barbecue and chili, and unfortunately we don't know who is who or where anyone really is. We know one person's on a jet and one person is running away.
That was like my song on Rock Band.
She needs to get away from this hook though.
Yeah, y'all about to face.
Can we forget about the things I said when I
She
was
really
young?
is fucking
I
doing
didn't
this
mean
shit.
to call you that.
She,
Right.
No, she's going right back to the hook again. Going right back to the hooks. And sing along with you. Yes, Latina, yes.
I was plugging my phone in and singing along with y'all. It's a good song.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What?
gosh, what is she doing?
She's tunneling and camping. That's all. Tunneling and camping, tunneling and camping, tunneling and camping. Tunnel camp, tunnel camp, tunnel camp, tunnel camp. Where's it? Go.
Yo, bitch!
Why wouldn't our sprint burst work? We got no sprint burst?
We didn't have any sprint bursts.
Y'all harmonized that pretty well. Hey.
Really?
Honestly, this killer is camping and telling so much. Just find Hatch, and we can all just die.
Yeah.
This is, I don't want to play, you know what I mean?
Right, I don't want to play her at all.
So we get a second hook here on the David because the David is actually hiding behind the hook that Jane was on, trying to go for the save, and I punish him for this. I then get a proc and I actually see that the Fengmin and the Kate are actually coming towards me, so I give chase to the Fengmin. The Feng goes into the house, which is a little bit more intricate and a little harder to navigate, so I actually go after the Kate, who comes running straight towards the hook, and I actually down her at this point. At this point, I actually give chase to the Fengmin instead of giving chase to the Jane, even though I know that she's on the gem, because the Feng has not been hooked and she is also healthy here. So I actually feel like this was the fairest way to go about it, because everyone was actually coming for the save. If I had smacked the Jane off the hook, then I would have definitely been called a tunneler, and this is exactly my problem, is that everyone made mistakes here, and I get blamed for the mistakes that the survivors make here as a whole. Here I again decide not to go after the Jade until she pops the gen, and the reason why is because I feel like this is the problem with survivors, is that they actually get really greedy for objectives, for altruism, and I actually could have ended the game here because I actually got an infectious fright proc on the Kate. I didn't, because I decided to let the game go on and give them another chance as they allowed them to pick themselves back up. I actually go and hook the Jane here, which allows the Kate to go back and heal everyone and get them all up, giving them all a second chance. Yet I get called a toxic tunneler slash camper, yet everyone is tied down to the hook. So I feel that the mistakes made by your teammates or by yourself is actually the reason why killers play in a certain way, and this is exactly an example that I want to show that made me play in a way that maybe I didn't want to. You will see later as well that we actually don't want to play like that, and we actually play for the barbecue and chili procs more than anything else.
Where's my pen? What's wrong with that, Em?
I actually like camping, but not campy killers.
Watch, they just unhooked He-Man. She's gonna be right there.
Yep.
Is she coming back?
Oh no, she's coming here. She's coming here. She's coming here. Oh my god.
Right as I start moving.
She must have heard us calling her out, and she was like, all right, I gotta stay away from the hook. What in the tarnation?
Do you see her?
I think she's confused. She's confused. Now, how'd she want to go right there?
She knew exactly it was right there in that corner.
Exactly right there? That's weird.
Don't.
That's weird.
So at the end of the clip there, you see that I actually managed to pick up another hit on the Feng, and the reason why I actually knew that the Feng was there, unfortunately did not have my own POV from this game, was that she actually left scratch marks over the pallet, and I actually caught her head in the window, so I knew she was only going to be in that very small area, so I tried to flash my red light to try and force her into the pallet side, but she didn't go that way, so I guessed exactly where she was. It was a good guess and nothing more. Other than that though, I still am met with some very unkind words from the content creator themselves, but at the same time, it is a game and I'm ultimately there to have fun. But what I think is really disheartening is me coming into this as a killer and actually not enjoying the game because of how poorly they talked about me at the end of the game in terms of the end game chat, and also on the stream as well, which I went back to look at myself because I wanted to see where I can improve, where I can be less tunnely, where I can be less quote unquote campy, and this is what I was met with. And unfortunately I feel that this game is so casual that if you are going to just have fun with the game, then I don't feel that being so aggressively rude to other people is the right way to go about it. And I feel that as a content creator, the most important thing is to make sure that you're actually giving good vibes out there instead of toxic vibes, or instead of being really rude to other people, whether they be other content creators or whether they be other random players in the game. So I just wanted to close out the video and just say thank you guys very much for joining me and just having a look at some of these clips. And if you guys really like the video, please leave a thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and we are a brand new channel and this is my very first video, so I would really appreciate it if you guys would hit that like button and also leave me a sub if you do enjoy the content. We will be bringing out way more Dead by Daylight content, maybe some nurse stuff and some very funny videos in the future. So I want to say thank you guys so much for being here, and I will catch you guys in the next video.